Okay, I drew you something. Being the artist that I am with my stick figures, I'm going to show you how I got the life, how you can do it too. And I'm not some freaking guru on here looking to build audience and make money from the social media platforms and that kind of stuff, talking in generalities. I'm going to show you exactly what I did. Then I'm going to show you, literally, it's one slide from a book that completely changed my life. And I'm going to show you how you can get to the next level no matter what level you're at. Okay? So, I'm not going to say, I'm not saying this to brag or impress you or anything like this, but literally, I do what I want with who I want for as long as I want, when I want. I mean, my life is extraordinary, better than a pro snowboarder, better than a celebrity. I mean, I literally have a better life than 99.9999% of people. And it doesn't take, I'm not a genius. I'm nothing like that. I just was open to new ideas. So I'm going to talk about old ideas versus new ideas, old school versus new school, and how it can completely change your life. Even if you've never had a business before, but you thought about it, but you weren't sure what to do, if you're stuck in a job, or even if you have a job that you like, but you want more, or if you're a business owner looking to get the next level, maybe bring in more channels of income coming into your business, or if you're already bringing in money and you want to protect that money, and they say it's not what you make, it's what you keep. And so we talk about a lot of that stuff too, and I'm going to show you how to get into the right side of the quadrant. If you don't know what I'm talking about, this is the slide that changed my life. All right, so this is called the cash flow quadrant, how to make the cash flow. Okay, there's a whole book written on just this one slide, so I'm not going to go through it. I would say get that book, the cash flow quadrant, but I'm going to show you how to get onto the right side of the quadrant, because you don't want to be on that left side with linear income. If you're an employee, you're working for linear income. That means when you stop working, you stop getting paid. So if you don't figure out how to make money while you sleep, leverage passive recurring income, then you'll be working until you're dead. Plus you're getting taxed to death. Employees don't get any tax breaks. Small business owners, well, it's kind of the same thing, because nobody cares about your business like you do. And usually it's you running the business, not a system running your business, right? And if you're like I was, the more successful you get, the more busy you get, and really time is more valuable than money. So we spend all of our time chasing money, which means we never have any time. And for me, it was like worse to be successful, because you're just more busy, more overhead, mortgage, insurance, paperwork, all that stuff. So you don't want to be in this linear income stuck situation. You want to be over here, and I'm going to talk about that later. Okay, so how do you do it? Watch this. Stick with me, because I'm going to go over some stuff right at the very end, just really quickly. That's just like click, and everything can change for you. So the old idea is what we've been programmed for. Go to school, get a job. Go to school, get a job. Get a safe, secure job. There's nothing safe or secure about a job. Okay, but I'm going to talk old ideas. See, the unhappy face, old ideas. So right now, my friend Derek, he's like 37-year-old retired millionaire. He's the one that kind of showed me and broke this down to me nice and simple. And, they say, if just look for the people who have the life that you want and only ask them for advice and do what they do, and you'll get the same results. Okay, so that's all I did. But he was explaining the old school versus new school. Okay, so I'm going to explain the old business, like brick and mortar. If you have a small business or whatever, why it's so important to maybe jump online, come out of the comfort zone, just learn a few new things that can change everything. So these are business models, okay, old, new. Old school is like, there's all these middlemen, okay? I'm going to give you a couple examples, but it usually goes from, like, you have a manufacturer, okay, but they have to go get it done at a factory. I went to China, resourced a bunch of stuff, looking at different businesses, ideas. So it goes from the factory through the manufacturer, through the international distributor or the international broker, to the local distributor, to the retail store, finally to the customer. There's always these middlemen, right? It's a business model. It's out there. People still go to the stores, right? But it's just old and outdated. Let me give you a couple examples. The skateboard. Not the whole thing. The trucks, the wheels, the bearings, all that stuff. I'm just talking about the skate deck, the wooden part, okay? So I can get one of those made in China for like $7. But by the time it goes through the factory, through me, through the broker or the local distributor to their skate shop, it's $65. That's how it goes, a bunch of middlemen. And let me give you an example of being more efficient. When you create solutions and you solve problems and you become more efficient, make it better for everyone, like Walmart did back in the day. Let me show you how Walmart became the big billion-dollar monster. They literally, you notice that they have their big distribution centers, okay? So they clumped these two together and they became the local distributor and the retail store. So they got one step more efficient for the consumer. And they went into the billions, right? But now, new ideas, they can change your life. Dude has a happy face, right? Because everybody knows now you can buy direct, straight to the company, online. You've heard of Dollar Shave Club and all these companies, right? So we work with big, multi-billion-dollar Wall Street companies and stuff, and they are literally the manufacturer and the factory, okay? So they've consolidated, more efficient, and people can just buy direct. I buy my vitamins direct from a company. It's called direct sales, right? And so let me give you another problem with old school. Okay, we tried to do a deal with Walmart before, and you know what they told us? They go, if you don't give me the price that I want, I'm just going to put somebody else on my shelf. So you have to, if you're a producer, you're trying to get into Walmart, you have to give it to them for what basically you made it for. So you're not going to make any margin there. The only place you're going to get a margin, make any money, is if you cut on your own ingredients, your own resourcing to get that cost down so you could make a couple pennies off of each unit, right? Because there's so many units. But you know what their second question was? They don't care about us, right? They care about profit. So then their second question was, all right, where's your advertising? Because they want the consumer to feel safe having seen the logo or a commercial. That's why you see, Cindy Crawford and a Rent-A-Doctor on there we really endorse this stuff, like doctor recommended, right? And you know where all the money is lost? 80% of the money is lost in marketing and middlemen. Okay, it's old, outdated. That's why retail is dead. Rest in peace. E-commerce annihilated, just destroyed retail, right? Like literally years and years ago. But you know what's destroying and annihilating e-commerce now? Is social commerce. If you pay attention to this, it literally can change your life. So when you buy direct, okay, my friend Derek, he goes, what are you doing? Dude, you're going to GNC. That's not the producer. That's the middleman. They buy it low and then they sell it high to you, right? They double the cost or whatever. And make their profit. He's like, why don't you buy direct? So I was like, okay, tell me more. And he goes, well, dude, you want proof that your vitamins work, right? You want a big science company. They don't put the money into commercials and advertising and all that stuff. They put it into ingredients, science, safety, efficacy. I'm like, all right, let me try these vitamins. Man, I'm on those vitamins. They're so much better, so much more high end, because they don't put that money, hundreds of millions, into commercials. They put it into ingredients, and it's a higher end product. So I just buy direct. It goes right to my house. Just like Amazon. We get Amazon every day because it's cheap, easy, convenient. Boom, I don't have to go to the store, waste an hour trying to find all my crap. Just ship it to my house, man. Hit my credit card, boom, I get what I want. Okay? Now, because Derek did that, he connected the customer to the company, right? He didn't design it, invent it, box it, put the design on the box. He didn't go to the post office and ship it to me. It just went from the producer to the consumer. But since he made that connection, he created that channel of distribution, he's going to get a little commission check. See, he has a little smartphone and gets his money for connecting the customer to the company and the company to the customer. So he created a channel of distribution. He's going to get a little commission check every month for the rest of his life, whether he likes it or not. That's a good situation, right? That's why he's a 37-year-old retired millionaire now. He built a customer base, built a business, took him 10 years. He is done, okay? I'm a happy customer, and I'm never coming off my vitamins, and I order all kinds of stuff off the site because it's a lifestyle, and I'm never coming off. I'm never going to stop taking my vitamins, so he's just paid for good, right? And because I'm loyal, I get discounts for being a loyal customer. If you pay attention, all the smartest companies know this. Just, even at the grocery store. Go to the grocery store, they're going, hey, if you're loyal, they give you a little keychain for your keys. If you're loyal, you get incentives, discounts, and rewards, right? So I get incentives and discounts for being loyal. And so it breaks down cheaper, better, faster, right to my doorstep. That's a good situation. It's a win-win-win for everyone. The company doesn't have to advertise, right? They get customers, and now Derek gets paid out of their marketing budget, that kind of stuff. It's just more efficient, better. So did you know that you can do this with all kinds of stuff, connecting the customer to the companies and all this? So just from you making that connection, using social media, social commerce is the next big explosion. It just annihilated e-commerce. It's supposed to quadruple in the next 4 to 5 years because of social media. The information moves faster and everybody's connected, right? And the companies know this. Nobody even cares about the TV anymore. They don't trust the TV and commercials. They trust their friends, their family, all that kind of stuff. So word of mouth, most powerful thing in business, and you can get paid for doing that. Okay, it's not hard. There's simple systems. We've created simple systems for doing this, and it's literally, we figured out how to do it with no money. Zero risk, zero money to get started, zero quotas, all that crap that used to be associated with all of it. We've figured out ways of doing it with zero risk, and we can get people started like this, right? Making money the first day out. And so there's literally no excuses to being able to jump in and start and doing all this, and you're actually learning while you're earning, and you get tax breaks for becoming a business owner. And so we can get people started, right? But what if you're already a business owner? Well, then you can bring in, by learning some social media stuff, if you already have a business, you build a brand, you Inc., or your brand or your business Inc., but you don't want to niche into just the one thing. You can bring multiple streams of income that are in alignment with your business using social media, because I'm getting paid out of over 24 different countries because there's warehousing set up in other countries, and you can get business done, even digital products, whatever you want to do. But you have to reach out and ask to see what fits, what you're willing to do, your availability, all that kind of stuff. And the time, it's a time investment thing. It's not money investment, because there's no risk, right? So here we go, the one slide. It's very hard for smart people, small business owners, to surrender to super simple systems. That's the hardest thing to do, is get your brain shifted over into the right side of the quadrant. You either want to build assets that pay you over and over again every month, no matter what you do, or even think videos like this. This video is working for me while I'm doing something else. This isn't a live video, right? And people are going to be watching. I have videos all over the place that are working for me 24 hours. I have a blog that works for me 24 hours. Automated emails that work for me 24 hours. Multiple streams of income coming in from other countries where I go to bed, Australia wakes up, right? They're buying things. I go to bed, South Africa wakes up, they're buying things. What if you had a brand that went around the world? You're not just tied down to a 15-mile radius with your own clients and customers, but they're all over the place, and you had other products that are in alignment with your business that you're able to sell because you're positioned, right? We can teach you all of this stuff, and that way you're building assets online 24 hours all around the world. Then you have the money to go into the I quadrant, where you're investing in other things, and your money's working for you. You're not working for the money. You're buying assets. You either build or you buy assets that'll set you free. That's that whole financial freedom thing. Funny, catchy phrase that is very elusive for most people, right? But when you put the pieces together and you get help and you finally got it all together, life can change, and you get to surf every day on the beach or whatever you want to be doing. Be with your kids. When I was a small business owner, I was never with my kids because I was just running around chasing money, super busy all the time, and all I wanted to do was be around my kids. So life has changed for us. Life can change for you, and I wanted to put this video out. I'm going to pin it. So look around, I'll pin it to the top where it's Facebook or YouTube. Look around, click the link at the bottom in the description, or if it's Facebook, link somewhere, wherever it is. Look around for the links, go into the funnel, figure out, see how funnels work. People come in, right, and out of the bottom comes the ones that are interested, and you can make that happen for your own business. It is freaking insane. So remember that. Multiple streams of income for a financial fortress around yourself and your family that nothing can penetrate. And then once you're at that, there's levels to this stuff, right? So once you're at that level, you need to figure out how to protect your assets and all the tax-free wealth stuff you've heard of. Like, it's not what you make, it's what you keep. That's the difference between rich and wealthy, right? So you can go into that world too, and we can show you that. But anyway, hopefully that was just valuable. It might open up some things and make it really click. And from here, I want to invite you, reach out. I will answer questions as much as possible, not like the gurus online that are not talking to anybody. We love doing this. This is what I love to do. They say it's not work if you love what you do, right? You can probably tell I love doing this. I love talking about it. I love helping people. We've helped thousands and thousands of people, and there's no end in sight. We're on fire. Okay, so reach out, ask questions. One of the things that I think people accidentally sabotage themselves is by not asking questions. Nobody's just going to give you the stuff. You got to reach out and ask. And so you find a lot out when you do that. And so I'm going to leave that invite. I'll leave a couple links. Follow them. Don't be afraid. Don't hesitate. Do it now. Literally ask yourself, what were you doing 3 years ago? And what's going on today? Has anything changed? What are you going to be doing in 3 to 5 years? If you put a fraction of your energy into yourself and these kind of business models, the new school way, with new ideas, happy face, you put 3 to 5 years into yourself and those type of businesses, watch where you end up. Life is changed for you. All right? Reach out. We'll see you soon.